lot of my hope in the future. And this is beginning to happen because you have a lot more investors that understand the three different areas that I'm interested in. One is engineering. The engineering is all wrong right now. The engineering is selfish. If the internet engineering was selfish, if Bob Kahn and the rest of the engineers that designed the transfer protocol and others, if they kept it to themselves to make money, there'll be no internet today. And there'll be no Facebook, and there'll be no Twitter. So engineering has to be different. But apart from engineering, policy also has to be radically different. Right now, policy is just a unit in many of these companies. There's a policy unit at Twitter. There's a policy unit at Facebook. There's a policy unit in Google. No. Policy will have to be as mainstream as engineering and as campaigns, because policy is what shapes and determines what is done, how it's done, and how to seek redress when something goes wrong. So engineering has to change. Policy has to be centralized, and more importantly, global companies have to become global. Silicon Valley, London, anywhere that you start a company in the global north does not make it global. What makes it global is global presence, global understanding, global expertise. If you don't understand what is happening in Myanmar as a Facebook that calls itself a global company, you will make silly mistakes, as they did. So I do not say that all companies have to then register in all countries, but they must invest in diversity. I'm saying hire experts, including those African experts, including those South American experts who know the topic and who can solve the problem for you, instead of sitting in California and trying to decide what happens in Abuja.